sunny Saturday and I went yard sailing, and as per usual this yard sale season, I didn't get that much. So not enough for a whole video, but let's start out with what I have and then I will add to it when I get more stuff. The only thing I don't put into these videos are bins things, because usually the bins have their own videos. So I don't know if I'm going to get to any thrift stores or if there'll be more yard sales. So it might be a while before this comes out, but let's get it recorded and see what I got. There was a community yard sale near me. The turnout was terrible. It's very difficult to drive around and know that you're getting all the yard sales, and I didn't find a single thing. And then I went to one that was outside some sort of, I don't know, maybe a religious related center. And I picked up one thing there. I believe these are a 7.5. They are MBTs. These are, you know how like Sketcher Shape Ups have this? Well, MBT was the original and they were very expensive. I feel like I've sold this style before, not sure. Didn't really look up a lot. I think I can do okay on these. And then I had seen an ad, because I get an email for yard sales for somebody that said he had a lot of clothes and streetwear. It turns out he's kind of a reseller, but he like I don't know where he buys all his stuff, and then he says he wholesales it to other resellers. He's thinking about getting a warehouse and then, you know, having that open to other resellers. So I gave him my number in case he does that. You know, he can let people know about it. So yeah, anyway, I got, I think 4 things there. Let's see. His prices are not as cheap as like the yard sales that I would normally go to and try to get everything for like $1 or $2. And probably costs a little more depending on what you're getting than the bins. So there was some other stuff that were interesting, but it didn't, I just did not buy it. Obviously. All right, have it here. I picked up this hat. It's just a baseball hat, but it says Gerbeau, and then you can't really read it, but it's the whole name, which is Merite and Francois Gerbeau, which is a vintage brand that can do very well. I do have a Gerbeau jacket that I've picked up before. If you've watched my videos, you probably saw it. I have it listed very high. It hasn't sold, but those things can take a while when they're high. I'm not concerned. Ugh, I'm warm. I should not be warm. It's actually November 1st. Enough with the warm. Okay. This sweater, he did point out what was wrong with it, but I'm going to fix it. It is Susan Olsen, San Francisco, which I've never heard of. The fabric is 100% wool made in Hong Kong, so obviously vintage. And I just, of course, love the style. I should have really put more thought into this. I was thinking it was more of just a winter Fair Isle style, but there are reindeer there, which means it's probably Christmas. And I am trying not to do Christmas, but I feel like this is, you know, borderline Christmas, definitely just winter wear. And this, it's open here along the seam, so I'm going to just stitch that up and it should be fine. I could always wear it. It's not super Christmassy. It's winter holiday. Though I don't know, deer are around all year long and so are evergreens. Oh, I forgot about this. I had already made my pile and then I'm like, let me just look real quick here, see if I missed something. And I picked up this dress. This is Lily Pulitzer. It's a size large. A simple shift dress with a, not exactly the colorful design that Lily Pulitzer is famous for, but for a low price, I don't find a lot of Lily Pulitzer. I decided to try it. This is, what do I say, size large, kind of a stretch fabric, not quite a jersey knit, but it does have stretch. It's got darts. I don't know. I might have looked that up if it wasn't like I was already getting ready to pay. Then I picked up this coat, which he gave to me for less than the other stuff, leather that he was selling, because there is a flaw. I don't know the brand. It's Manfredi, an elegant gift from nature, size medium. Let me see where it's made. It is, you can smell that leather. It's genuine leather. It doesn't say where it was made. It's got this tag, but I think this tag is West Sussex. I think this is because it's got this repair thing. Yeah, I'm probably going to take that off because it says that it had a repair, a flaw at the pocket. Only if they repaired it, they didn't. Oh, I see. Actually, no. It's got like a little cut there. Let's see if I can show it to you. It does smell nice and leathery. So it's got a little cut in it. I don't think that I want to, there's another one a little above, and maybe they had glued that. I think I'm going to try to just glue it. But it's not noticeable because it's by the pocket. And anyway, I should show it to you. It's a black leather coat. And I have sold a black leather coat before, and it sold very quickly. This leather feels pretty good. I mean, it's not like, what is genuine leather, I think is actually the lowest, or is top grade? I don't know, whatever. It feels pretty good. It's got that little faux piece of belt at the back. I want to say that's a martinet, but that's actually, I think a martinet is more about on the sleeves. It's a medium, but I tried it on and it is vintage, so it runs more like a small, I think. It did not say where it was made. I will look it up and see if I can find any information on this company. I'm surprised it doesn't say it on that tag. It's a cool coat, and maybe I'll take a picture of it on my mannequin and insert it so you can see it. It's very long. Not maxi, but a long midi. And then the last one, and this I should have looked up because I paid a little more than I normally pay at a yard sale, but it is Scully, which is a decent brand, but I have a Scully leather or suede vest that's been sitting forever, but that's a men's one. And look at this. I feel like it's got the conch shells, those metal things, the conch, whatever they call them. It's got the nice fringe, short, and is there a size 10? So that is what I got this weekend. Not a ton. I will most likely need to go to the bins within a few weeks because I only picked up like 18 pieces on my last one, which is 9 days of listing. I list 2 a day. But maybe there'll be, there should still be, even if there's not a community yard sales, because it's already November now and the weather can be a little iffy. There should be some yard sales here and there. So maybe there'll be some of those that I can add to this. I'm just hoping that I don't, have to wait 2 months to finish this. But, anyway, to you, I'll be right back. Okay, it's Saturday. Yesterday, Friday, I stopped at one yard sale on my way to the gym and I picked up 2 items. The first item I picked up is this pair of Carhartt shorts, cargo shorts. Now, I wanted these, size 40, well, because they're Carhartt, but also, I would say 2 summers ago, I was at a yard sale and they had 2 stacks of Carhartt shorts. And I think I was just a little overwhelmed, like, oh, should I get them all? I ended up only getting 2 pair, and they both sold very quickly for a decent profit. So I was like, oh, darn it, I should have picked them all up. And so when I saw these, I'm like, yes, I'm taking these, unless they're overpriced, but they were not. And then the other item I picked up at that sale is this Christian Dior bucket hat. Yes, now I have 4 designer hats that I am, you know, like, are they real? I did check with AI. AI is not obviously an authenticator, and it specifically says that. But it's not afraid to tell me when something looks off. It has told me before. That's something's wrong with that, and it will say why in the lettering. So it said the tag's good, that I needed to check the stitches, but it found this to be very good as well, and I have found this online. So I think this is probably real. It's stained. That's a stain there. So I initially was going to just list it as is, but I think it's machine washable. So I'm going to, oh, and look, it has it on the inside. I'm not sure fakes go to that detail because they're cutting costs. So I think I might just spritz it with some pre-wash of some sort and throw it in the washer. It's kind of cute. So then today, I went to more yard sales than I could count. There weren't any real community yard sales, but they were scattered around. And I was going to Goodwill. I was going to Goodwill because today and 2 weeks from today, Goodwill is doing 50% off everything in the store except yellow tags, which is their like dollar store crap, the new stuff. I think that the announcement was that it was because it was the 50th anniversary of Goodwill, or Goodwill of Nevada. I'm not sure what, of Southern Nevada. But I seem to think they did something like this last year as well. So they opened at 9. I didn't go to the closest one. I left at 7:30. And I got home at 12:30. I went to a bunch of yard sales and 2 Goodwills. And all I came home with was 5 items, 2 from one 2 from one Goodwill and 3 from the other. Not a single item from the yard sales, because either they had things they didn't have anything I wanted, or they did have things that I might have wanted, but they were way overpriced for reselling. So that is an average of 1 item per hour. And I drove 27.2 miles. So that's over 5 miles per item on average. So for those that think this is easy, it's not. Just wanted to put that out there. I know I'm preaching to the choir because probably anyone watching this is a reseller. So anyway, there's sort of 3 Goodwills not so far from me. Actually 4, I think, because they opened another one in North Las Vegas. I'm not really sure how far it is from me. So I'm not sure. So there's really a good choice of probably 4 Goodwills. I went to one that's farther than at least 1 or 2 of them. I don't know why I started at that one. And then I, on the way back, hit a few more yard sales and stopped at another Goodwill that's on the same road, but a couple miles or a few miles closer to my house. So I picked up 3 items at the first one and 2 items at the second one. So I'm saving the last item, which is the one I'm most excited about, or somewhat excited about, whereas the others I don't know that I'm excited. I won't say excited about, you know. But anyway, these are, pause for a moment to talk about jeans. I went through the jeans racks, even though I find that very tedious. I didn't go through every rack. I was only at the first one for an hour, and I was probably at the other one for about an hour as well. I don't know why digging through bins is just more my style than going through racks. But I was realizing as I went through the men's rack, like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I don't think I really know men's jeans brands that I should be looking for. So needless to say, I didn't buy any jeans, but if you could get rich selling Old Navy rockstar jeans, I'd be in the money, because the first Goodwill had so many of them. Anyway, these are, I don't know the brand. Is there an insole? There is. I mean, I thought I had heard of the brand. Let me get rid of it. I did look up comps for this and they looked okay. The brand is Apex. I felt like I had heard of it and I like this sort of thing, so I looked it up. And they're just a men's sort of, it's almost like a military style boot or work boot, but it's not a steel toe or anything. It's got a few scratches, but very clean. Not a lot of heel drag. Good condition. The size is 12 wide, which might be good, might not be good. I wouldn't have paid full price for them, but here they are. I had, you know, I pulled out a few things and I would be on the fence about it, you know, but there wasn't enough. So I was like, all right, like this coat I was on the fence about. And had I found a bunch of other things, I probably would have left it. It is a designer I've never sold before, and the listing prices for this designer are high. The sold prices are in a completely different ballpark, but some of them are still good. So, you know, new designer, and I'm a big fan of Project Runway. So it is Zach Posen. And this is a size 10, just a, let's see, that's a chevron pattern, woolly, not boucle, but you know, it's got natural fuzz to it. Coat, fully lined. I figured if I could, you know, list it for maybe 70 and sell it for 55, I'd be happy with that. I would not have paid full price for this. That's for sure. And given the weight of some things, it's not even like I want to see what the bins, because our bins are $2.09 a pound. So it's not that much cheaper than getting it for half price. And then finally, okay, so both of these Goodwills, I picked up a brand that is on my tread lightly list, meaning I shouldn't pick it up, and I mostly don't pick it up, but every once in a while I pick it up. So, and I did look up comps on both. So this is the North Face. It's a brand I like, but it doesn't do well for me. I also don't do well with fleece and fleece quarter zips, and that's a little of that too. But this, I think, is still available in certain sizes on the North Face website, and the comps, both asking and sold, were pretty reasonable, and I was surprised that they didn't price this higher. They priced up some weird things. So here we have the red tags, and the red tags are the ones that they price up, and they're not eligible for the normal discounts, military discount, senior discount. The color doesn't rotate to Dollar Day. Once a month, I think the fourth Saturday of the month, red tags are 50% off. That's the only deal on them, which is why a lot of times at the bins, we find a lot of red tags. But they're red tagging Express. They're red tagging American Eagle. They have no sense. But you'll see my last item is a red tag, and even if I had seen it for full price, I would have bought it. But obviously, that's the thing with thrift stores, is they're trying to stay up on what is expensive. They obviously don't know about it with this brand, because even though it was red tagged, it wasn't priced super high. All right, next store, 2 more items. I'm going to go ahead and release this after that. What the heck? So this is the other brand that I don't have a lot of luck with, but I feel like I should. And it's Timberland. These are vintage hiking boots. And there were some really good comps on this. Also, one that I would not have paid full price on, but they weren't super marked up. Like, they weren't red tagged. And like, for example, they red tag pretty much anything that says Columbia on it. I don't know why, but that's why there's often Columbia at the bins too. These are a size 13 medium, also kind of big, but I'm not afraid to sit on them. They're in pretty good shape. They've got, they've got the creases there. Nothing you can do about that. But the bottoms are pretty. Like, this person didn't really go hiking. But that's how I think I saw it listed, as a hiking boot. I don't know if it's really a hiking boot. I feel like my hiking boots are more hiking booty there, but I don't know. Anyway, I kind of liked them, and I just wish, I do wish Timberland did better, but if it did, I probably wouldn't see so much of it. But I am being really good about not picking it up. and I did check the comps. So, and the final item, which I think is my best item. You'll let me know if you agree, and I bet you will. They red tag all of the like evening wear, and a lot of it is priced pretty high. There was the wedding gown for $60. There was a lot of wedding gowns for $50. There was a House of CB dress that I was considering because suddenly I have House of CB, 3 times in my closet. But none of those have sold. At half price, it still wasn't bad, but it was an extra small. And I'm like, okay, I have no reason to think I should pick this up. My House of CB hasn't sold and it's an extra small. I'm just going to leave it. And I didn't particularly like it, but I don't think House of CB would have anything I particularly like. Okay. Let's find the brand. This is so much dress that I think I'm going to throw it on a mannequin and add a picture. I was panicked for a moment because I couldn't find a price tag, and they don't sell you something without a price tag on the same day. But they had just hidden. In fact, there was somebody working there. I'm like, hey, can you help me? I can't find a tag on this. I'm afraid there's no tag. So she came over and I'm like, and I'm stuck because it got caught on my bag or something. So she helped me. Anyway, it is a MacDougall. So this is only the second time I have MacDougall. The other gown that I had picked up at a yard sale, and it might be the prettiest gown in the whole world. And I think I sold it for $260. It took some time. Evening wear doesn't fly off the shelf. But I'm, $260, yeah, I can wait on that. Especially I picked it up at a bag sale. So anyway, this one, I don't always tell prices, but just my point being that they don't always know brands. Like, I would have expected them to price, they made it red tag because of the category, but they only had it at $14.99. And it's a size 14. Gold. Very gold. Oh, it's a one shoulder dress. Oh, I hate one shoulder dresses. I would never wear that. But I'm not shopping for me, and it's MacDougall, and somebody I'm sure will look spectacular in it. But I would never wear that. I need some symmetry as far as shoulders go. And there's so much skirt to it. It just goes on and on and on. It's a crinkly lame. It appears to be in amazing condition. I'm trying to see what's underneath here. It's not, oh, it is lined. And this is what it looks like on the back. Yeah, I'll try to get this on a mannequin and insert a picture, but I don't have any information on this. I feel like I won't get as much as I did with the last one, but that's just because I thought the other one was the most beautiful gown in the world. And this is one shoulder, which I don't like. So, I'm judging it based on my taste, which is silly. And that one was a smaller size. So what do you think? Was this a good pickup? And that is it for this time. Not a lot of stuff. And it is going to start getting colder next week. So I don't know what the yard sale situation will be like. And even if they have them, they've just not been kind to me. So I do think I need to go to the bins soon. I need to call my bins buddy and see if she's almost ready. If not, I might have to go on my own. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right. Thank you for stopping by. What was your favorite item? And hit the thumbs up on the way out, please. And I'll see you soon. Bye.